Hey guys, it's Ryan with Lucky Deuce Barbecue. I am super excited about today's video. We are going to do competition style ribs, smoked sausage, beans, potato salad, and jalapeno cheddar cornbread. I'd like to thank the folks over at Rasmussen's Collections. They took pity on me for my little tiny cutting board I was using, and they sent me this monster. This is not a normal size one they make. This is a custom made one, they said. It also came with a can of wax for maintenance purposes. So I worked out a deal with them. If you like and subscribe to the video, at the end of, we'll give it a week. At the end, we'll take everybody's name, put it in a hat, draw it live on, we'll put everybody's name in a hat, we'll draw the winner, and the winner will get shipped a cutting board. Like, again, I said, it's not quite as big as this one, but they make some really nice stuff over there. So if you like and subscribe, after a week, we'll shoot another video, draw the winner, and we'll figure out how to get a hold of each other, and we will get you a custom-made Rasmussen Collection cutting board. I think he also does farm tables too. Anyway, love it. But let me go outside, get the fire started, come back in. We're gonna do a lot of smoking. We're gonna use 2 different smokers. Everybody tap the brakes here. I've got an electric smoker that I'm gonna do my beans and cornbread on. My cabinet smoker is at full capacity with 6 ribs, so don't kill me for that. It's just a good way to get it all done. But hey, I'll go outside, get the fire started, come back in, and we'll start cooking. Today we're using cherry and peach wood. Together, great combination. We're running heavier on the peach than we are the cherry, but should make some great competition style ribs. So we'll get the ribs out, we'll start trimming those up, and go from there. Okay, we got the ribs all trimmed up and ready to go. Here's what they look like. Nice, even, square, good looking ribs. I'm gonna start on the back, hit them with a little mustard, and then I'm gonna use 3 different rubs on them. Once again, we're going competition style, so we're trying to pack as much, just punch in that one bite as you can get. I don't know if I'd recommend doing it for eaters, but that's what he wants, so that's what he's gonna get. I hope he knows what he's getting into. That'll be fine. I'm messing with you. Nothing's ever been too good, is it? Has it? All right, we got a nice thin coat of mustard on there. And now we're gonna go to the rubs. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna use Byron's butt rub. Big fan of that. We're gonna put that on first, and we're gonna go with light coats because we're using 3 different rubs. So we'll just give that a nice light coat. Like so. Get the ends, get the sides. All right. All right, next we're gonna go with the Killer Hogs, the rub. It's kind of a sweeter rub. So I'm putting that on second, and I'm gonna hit it with their hot rub on top. So you get that hot, sweet, and then salty. So we'll give that a nice shake. All right, and now on to the hot, which I love. I love spicy food, so this kicks it up a little bit. We'll give that a nice light coat. All right, we'll let that set for a few minutes, let that sweat in, flip it over, do the other side, and bang through the rest of them. All right, there is our seasoned competition style ribs. Get that on, we'll get that on the grate, throw in the smoker, and do the rest of them real quick. All right, guys, now we're moving on to the potato salad. We've got 8 eggs, about 10 russet potatoes, 4 stalks of celery, 1 Vidalia onion, and some dill pickle relish. I'm gonna go ahead and get the water boiling for the eggs, get them going, and then we'll start dicing up the potatoes. So with the potatoes, we're just gonna try to cut them in chunks that are about the same size so they cut evenly. Just go like that, cut them in half again, and then just run across them. Just put them all up. All right, we'll get those on the heat, get the cutting board cleaned up, and go on to the next stage. Okay, the water's boiling, so we're just gonna place the eggs in 2 at a time gently and let them boil for about 12 minutes, and then we'll get them in the sink and start cooling them off as quick as we can. Helps if you turn the heat on. All right, we'll get our celery diced up, we'll get our onion diced up, and get our dill pickle just all on a paper plate, set it in the fridge, so when it's time to go, we can just throw it together. All right, the ribs have been going for a couple hours. Let's check on them. Staying nice and moist. I got some grease spots there that I'll have to dab off, but oh yeah, the bark stuck. I might hit these with just a touch more rub. Don't quite have the color I'm looking for, and those two. But I got the little hot there, but I think we'll be all right. So I'm gonna hit them with a little more rub and let that bark set up just a little bit more. and then we'll probably wrap them in about an hour. Okay, boys, and there's a goddamn fly. I missed that sumbitch. Hopefully I scared the hell out of him. Okay, boys and girls and children of all ages. Ribs have been going for a couple hours. We went and checked them. They're looking good. Probably gonna have to start hitting them with the vinegar, water. There it is. The vinegar, apple cider vinegar water mixture here in a little bit. But my good smoker is full of ribs, so I'm going to get the sausages going on the electric smoker with some apple wood in it. These are already cooked, so all I really got to do is warm them up and try to get some flavor in them. But I'll get those on the electric smoker, come in, we'll make the beans, get those on the electric smoker, and go from there. All right, we got the sausages smoking. We're gonna build the pork and beans just in a throwaway aluminum foil pan so we don't smoke the crap out of one of our good pans. We're just gonna start with half a red onion this time. All right, I'm gonna put in a can of Van de Kamp's pork and beans. Get those on the bottom. Hit it with our onion, kind of spread that out. All right, a little bit of the Byron's butt rub, Big Byron's butt rub. Get a little bit of that in there. Wrong side. Just basically giving the whole thing a good coat. All right, a couple shots of Texas Pete hot sauce just to lift her up a little bit. One there. Ah, hell, we'll go 3. A little black pepper. Not a ton of salt because the rub has some salt in it, so we're just gonna lift it up just a little bit. A stick of butter, because butter makes everything better. We'll get that in there. Now we're gonna do our pork. So this is some of the meat we have from trimming the ribs. We're just gonna dice it up nice and small and get that in there. All right, throw our pork in. A can of beans. We'll just throw food everywhere because that's what we like to do. Give that a quick stir. For the sausages and the beans, I'm going with applewood chunk or chips instead of chunks. That electric smoker is new to me. Truth be told, it's the first time I've ever used it. I knew I was cooking a big meal and knew I wasn't going to be able to get it on my shouldn't say real smoker, my good smoker. So I just looked on Facebook Marketplace, went and picked this up this morning for 30 bucks. Seems to be working well so far. So, all right, we'll get that all mixed up. And the beans are going on the electric smoker. Okay, one thing I do want to mention is I'm gonna go ahead and get the jalapeno smoking that we're gonna add to the cornbread so we can get them cooked. Huh, that one lost its stop. So we can get them cooked and softened up and then get them cooled off before we throw them in the cornbread. But I'm just gonna throw those on the smoker with the ribs. All right, we're starting to pull these off. I'll show you wrapping one. They got great color to them. I don't know if you can see that. The lighting's not very good. They kind of look charred up there, but they're not. There's the back. So what we'll do is we'll get some brown sugar down. A little apple cider vinegar. Some honey and a little more of the hot barbecue rub. And we'll go ahead and put those meat side down in there and wrap them as tight as we can so we can preserve our bark on there. And back on the smoker. All right, we'll do the rest. Okay, so we've got the potatoes boiled, the hard-boiled eggs peeled, and the potatoes drained, so we'll just dump them in the bowl, and then we'll start folding in the rest of our ingredients. We're gonna go with about half the celery for now, and probably a quarter of the onion. We'll hit it with some mayo, guessing somewhere around, I don't know, cup and a half. That's probably about a cup and a half. A little bit of mustard, not too heavy with the mustard. Just a couple tablespoons. Chop up our egg. Nothing too fancy with the eggs. We're just gonna kind of dice them up and go from there. I think we're gonna need a little bit more mayo, but we'll mix it up and see from there. Now our eggy hands. All right, now we'll throw in some dill relish. About three tablespoons. Heaping. 2, 3. All right, we'll give it a fold, see what we think of the consistency. Then we'll come back and hit it with some salt and pepper and go from there. Okay, it's a little drier than I want, so I'm gonna hit it with some more mayo. And just a touch more mustard. Give it another stir. Just a touch more mustard. Man, that's really good. I don't know. Wow. All right, we'll go ahead and dice up our jalapenos and get them in the bowl and get them cold. So when we add the egg to our cornbread, we don't just start cooking the egg right away. So we'll just kind of slice these up, come back. Seeds and all, we want a little bit of heat in there. We're making 4 boxes, so I'm just adding 1 jalapeno for each box. So 4 boxes, 4 jalapenos. We want to be able to taste it. way there a couple more times. Remember to subscribe, like and subscribe, and enter the drawing for a free Rasmussen Collection cutting board. He said depending on how first one went, he might give us a second one to give away too, which I know it'll go fine. So I bet we do another giveaway here in the near future. They're all handmade. This one's a tank. He makes thick ones and thinner ones. So I think I'll see if he won't give away a thick one and a thinner one. Like I said, they're a little bit smaller. This is almost too big to be practical. I mean, you can't get it in the sink to wash it. It's but I love the size of it. He did good there. Good display board. But all right, we got the jalapeno chopped up. We will throw it in the bowl. Get her in the fridge. Obviously, it's not too hot. I'm touching it with my bare hands, but we'll get it in the fridge and let it cool down the rest of the way, and check on the ribs. All right, the ribs are looking good. I'm gonna leave them wrapped for probably about another 20 minutes, and then I'll pull them and just start the end process on them. But let's get the sauce going. So we've got some Big Daddy barbecue sauce made here locally, some Blue Hog Championship, and the Tar Heel Tang, sorry. So we've got, this is pretty good down the middle, not too hot, not too sweet. This is a little on the sweeter side, and this actually carries a little bit of heat and some of that vinegar that really, kind of opens up your mouth, your taste buds. So what we're gonna do about a 3 to 2 to 1. So 3 parts Blue Hog Championship. And once again, we know how I feel about measuring, so we're just guessing. Okay, there's my 3. We're gonna do about 2 parts of this, the Tar Heel Tang. So 1 part of this, and then we're gonna hit it with some butter. Not too worried about the flavor. What I'm looking for, when you're doing competition style, is I want a nice slick finish on it, shiny. So the butter kind of helps bring that in. So we'll get that on there, get that on the stove, let it all come together, get back and wait on the ribs and make some cornbread. All right, I grabbed 3 racks of ribs. We'll open them up, see what we think, see where we're at, and decide what to do from there. Oh yeah. Yep, man, those are looking good. Look at that. Dripping. See, we're starting to get some pullback on the bone. That one's about to fall out. Flip it over and give it a little tug test. Yeah, I think about another hour with those and that'll be good. So I think I'm okay with putting that one back on unwrapped. Let's check. I did lose that bone. I'll wash that off and give it to one of the dogs. Yep, these are coming apart nicely too. And you can kind of feel them, Got a nice bend, they're not breaking. I'm comfortable unwrapping that one. Let's check this one. I'm not gonna, see, I got nice color on, but I got almost no pullback. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that one back on wrapped and let it go a little bit longer. I'll grab the other 3 racks and see how they are. This one feels pretty good. Like I said, you can kind of get a feel for them if they're, they got some flex to them, you're probably all right. This is gonna work out pretty good because, yeah, we're getting some nice pullback on them. Nice, flexible. They smell amazing. I need to get 4 racks done for my buddy that's picking them up. Those other 2 I can hold off on and finish the video with. But let me go back out and see if I can find 1 more rack and we'll go from there. I'm pretty happy with that one. I'm not completely happy, but I don't want my buddy eating at 7 o'clock at night. So I'm gonna go ahead and work with those and finish them up and give him a shout and tell him to start heading this way. Means we probably ought to get the cornbread done too. All right, we just tasted the potato salad. It is a little flat in your mouth, so we had a little salt, pepper, and a little white vinegar to kind of brighten it up. So we'll get that back marrying, finish the cornbread, and we're getting close. I'm gonna take some shredded cheese and dice it up a little bit more to go in the cornbread. About a half a cup per box, so we got 2 cups there. We'll get it sliced up a little finer, get her in with the jalapenos. Oven just preheated, so I'm just about on time. All right, get that in the jalapenos, and then we will get our cornbread in there. All right, so then we gotta add 4 eggs and 1 1/3 cup of milk. All right, get our eggs in. Four eggs, 1 1/3 cup milk. All right, we'll get that folded in, get that in the baking dish and get it going. Baking dish we all right, baking dish we sprayed with a version of Pam. We'll get that in there. That smells great raw. All right, get that soaked apart. Give it a little shake, jiggle, get her all evened out. In the oven she goes. 350 for, in the oven, 350 till she's done. All right, time to show you what we got. Start with the ribs, get those on the cutting board and get us a few slices. Build us a monster plate. We have absolutely awesome pullback on those, if you can see that. Nice sheen. Those are looking good. I was gonna build a count box to kind of turn it in, but time got away from me. I got in a hurry, so we're just gonna cut some nice ribs out of here. See what they look like. Oh yeah, it's got a nice smoke ring on it. You can see that. We're gonna try a bite. Absolutely. Dang. Those are awesome. Get a few more cut here. Build us a nice little plate. Those are good. Damn. Absolutely. Moist, nice bite. No, Nothing wrong with those. Get those on the plate. Get some of our beans on there.
Are you done videoing?
Shooting me final right now. All right, we got our beans on there. We'll hit taste sound cornbread. Give it a try.
Looks good.